Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of The Hang. Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time, if this is your not your first time, definitely welcome back and thanks for coming back. I really appreciate everybody that listens, and definitely appreciate everybody that tells other people to listen. Cause yeah, cause why not? You know. I'm not gonna babble on all day like I usually do. And actually, I don't usually do it. I probably want to, low key, but I really want you to listen to this episode because I really liked it. Like I don't know how else to say it. I thought everything we talked about was great. But before we get to that, let me just do my quick typical shout outs. I'll start with Minds Together because I haven't done that first in a while. But yeah, shout outs to Minds Together, by the way, in case you haven't heard before. Me talk about it. It's a mental health clinic located over in Forest Hills. I forget exactly where. I just know it's between Austin and Queens Boulevard. I think like 72nd, Road, Avenue, Street. You know how Queens is with their weird streets and repeating themselves. But yeah, go to if you want to find out where it is specifically, go to mindstogetherpc.net, or you can check out their Instagram and Facebook, Facebook at Minds Together underscore PC. Actually, there's space. There's the underline. It is underscore, right? I haven't just been saying that for years, and I'm wrong. But yeah, definitely go check out Monat together if you wanna, just talk to professionals about whatever you want to talk about. Gene Carlos Osorio, the founder, has been on this podcast twice, so go check him out. Go check those episodes out if you want to find out more. And let's also shout out Cross by Lissa. In case you did not know already, for like the third episode in a row, I think I've told you that we have t-shirts. T-shirts available now. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, which by the way, it's the hang underscore podcast. Now I'm second guessing myself, like, is that really what what it's called? But yeah, it has to be underscore the hang underscore podcast. Go check us out. Go follow, and there you will see that we have brand new t-shirts. By the way, if you are a designer yourself or you want to design something for the podcast, definitely hit us up. Always accepting, new ideas. Always switching them up. So underscore. That's in my head now. Speaking of underscore, crafts underscore by Lissa, Lyssa, as I always say. Hey. But yeah, definitely go check her out. It's on Instagram and Facebook as well. Use the hang, not the hang. Well, we are on Facebook too, by the way. The hang hosted by the AV, but Crafts by Lissa as it's written. You don't need no underscore, none of that for Facebook. And if you don't like typing, just go on my. By the way, my personal Instagram page is d.maj0r. So D major, like the scale, but with a zero because D major was already taken. So I had to improvise. So back to Crafts by Lissa. Definitely go to Crafts by Lissa if you don't like typing that stuff in. You'll go look at the post of the t-shirt. She's tagged in it, and just use them fingers. And yeah, definitely go check everything that she makes because it's just about anything that you could think of that gets customized. And as I always say, you rather have something made with beautiful hands of love than some fucking robot out there who doesn't even know you exist and will never have feelings towards anything you do, or it does. Once again, once once the Terminator times come, when the robots start rebelling against us, I'm gonna be target number one because I talk shit about robots almost every podcast. But yeah, definitely shout outs to Crafts by Lissa. I don't remember what I was gonna say because I never write shit down. Oh yeah, that's right. Last but not least, before we get to the actual episode, I just want to let you know about Monat in case you haven't heard it. Monat. It's not French, it's American company, Modern Nature. They specialize in hair and skin products. but they've extended their line of products to health and wellness, like your insides, So things like collagen boosters and things that help with your digestive system, and good old melatonin stuff, which I should definitely get, as you'll hear on the episode why I should. Um, but definitely go check out Monat, by the way. If you want to go look at all the products and details, because I'm not going to tell them all to you right now, it's mymonat.com/David V. If you don't know how to spell David V, it's David, David, and it's VEE. If you know how this podcast is spelled out, then you'll see how my name is spelled out. So go to mymonat.com/DavidV. I always suggest everybody join the VIP program. Just for the one-time $20 fee to join the VIP program, you always get free shipping. You always get 20% off MSRP. That's the market standard retail price. You always get an update of new things coming out before everybody else does, and you get like free shit all the time. As in like in your birthday and when you spend this after a certain amount. And if you refer other people, by the way, you both get a little credit for your next purchase. And you yourself, by the way, can become a marketing partner too. If you're interested, definitely DM me or message me. You could message me on Instagram. You could always email us at davidvmusic.com. Wait, sorry, davidvmusic@gmail.com. Or you could just actually go to davidvmusic.com and send a direct message there. So whatever way you want to, talk to us, you can. And anything else that I'm forgetting to say? Other than go to davidvmusic.com, because everything is there. Everything, as in the podcast episodes, audio and video, the merchandise, the music itself that David V has out there. It's on the website, so definitely go check it out. Anything else before I get to my wonderful guest today, which really was wonderful to talk to her. I mean, I haven't seen this lady in like more than a year, so it was really nice to catch up for once. I haven't seen a lot of people in more than a year for obvious reasons. But thankfully, this lady is back here, back on the New York groove, and she's been doing her thing. Cause what else are you gonna do here, right? Her name is Wen-Ting, and she is a drummer. She actually, one big thing that you guys have to know, and definitely go check her out, is the virtual concerts she's been having. She just had one not too long ago, as in like earlier this month or late. No, it was late February, and it's still available for viewing at the Kupferberg Center for the Arts YouTube page. And what you should know about, by the way, before we get started, is her coming up virtual concert this Thursday, March 18th. For once, I'm going to read to you what it says. So, this Thursday, March 18th at 7 p.m., 7 Eastern Time. Yes, Wen-Ting will be... She was just explaining herself because I having a hard time, I don't know, for some reason explaining it, but it's basically a kind of like a release watch party on Thursday night. Obviously we'll all be on Zoom, and she'll be explaining, why I definitely want to be there, because I'm a nerd when it comes to music. I like to know those details that artists go through, like where they are, where their creative process is, where everything comes from. As a creator myself, I love listening about that or things like that. So if you like that too, definitely go check out this Thursday, March 18th at 7 p.m. I'm definitely gonna post the link for the tickets, which definitely go do. Definitely go support your artists, guys. Come on, you guys don't realize, you consumers, that you just take and take, and nobody ever. No, please, definitely go support, guys. And if you can't make it that day, it's available for the rest of the month. So I'll also put that link up. Anything else that I should say before we get to it? No, right? I think you guys are ready for this, I think, wonderful conversation I had with this lovely lady. And yeah, enjoy. Hi, welcome.
Is it live already or not yet?
I am live. Are you live? Are you live? I guess we are all live.
Oh, wow.
So let me take these off. I don't like wearing these ever. Might have to turn it up a little more. Okay. So, hi world. We are officially live here with the lady who is, I really meant that when I said top 5 favorite drummers, at least that I know. Because, I don't know all these famous drummers that you guys like. But one of my personal favorite drummers is here, finally, all the way from currently Forza.
Really far.
Yeah. But she comes from the other side of the world. You want to tell them who you are?
Hi, it's Wen-Ting here. My name is Wen-Ting Wu, and I am a drummer. And I am originally from Taiwan. Moved here to New York 4.5 years ago.
Nice. And actually, yeah, I told you before, by the way, I told them before we started that you have material out now. You just last did a virtual concert over in good old Queens College, where we're both from. That's where we know each other from.
Yeah.
And yeah, luckily we met, and now we're here. And luckily she's here, because she had to go away for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Because of this whole weird, just you guys know what's going on.
Yeah.
but yeah, she's back, and thankfully she's putting on things for you guys. So definitely don't miss it, because I mean, what are you guys doing instead of just watching us put on our art and our hard work? It's just like you were telling me.
Yeah.
How much work you put in it.
So like the virtual concert's about to be out next week, and it's gonna be available for streaming starting from March 19th, but we're doing a Zoom watch party on the opening night. Yes.
Right.
So on March 18th, 7 p.m. EST, there's going to be a Zoom watch party. So we're just going to sit. I am going to be in my room, but everybody's going to be on Zoom, and we're going to watch the concert together. Yeah, and as we are watching, I'm going to talk a little bit about the stories behind the music and, different stories. It's kind of like because of my background, all the way me from Taiwan and here, there's a lot of stories I can share with you guys. Yes, but tickets are available now. It's on yardbirdent.com/calendar.
Yeah, I definitely posted the link. So if you guys are too lazy to type it in yourself, just go to the info and click the link.
Yes.
But it's really cool that, is this your first virtual concert or not?
I did a short set.
Yeah.
I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago for Cuthbert Center for the Arts.
Right.
And it turned out really well. People loved it. So we decided to put out another completely different set. So it's going to be different songs.
Nice.
The same band members, but totally different sets. So, yeah, and we're turning into it's like a longer set, and it's more like a full concert,
Nice, that's what's up.
Yeah, with the complete set, and then just more materials to share with you guys.
That's good, because from what I saw in the other, virtual concert and Q&A that you just had, you've just been working hard in yourself as far as writing and putting everything together, your arrangements, you're getting your band leaders together, or band members, sorry, and just doing this in a time where you're kind of very limited to do things in general.
I feel you, because it didn't really just I'm really thankful for this opportunity, because since COVID, I've been just practicing. That's another grateful thing that I feel it's not really a lot of things happening. So the hustling part, it's gone,
Right.
But the good part is the hustling part is gone. Then my mindset really helped me to get back to the concentration of music, It's kind of like when I was back in school, and I love that, because it's every day I do is practice, and then just listen to music and think about what are the things that I can work on to be to be at a better place, or better musician. And it was hard for me. I always wanted to get back to that mindset, but after I graduated almost 3 years ago, it's just hustle.
Yeah, that's right.
And you get a little anxious when you're not hustling too. So it's you're
I very much agree.
Yeah, and when you play gigs, you're okay, gigs, fine, cool. And then when you're not playing gigs, you're thinking about, when is my next gig? Like how can I get my next gig, you know?
Right.
And it's so hard to concentrate really just on music. And I figured that I realized my mindset was like not really the same as when I was in school, you know, and I always wanted to get back, but this COVID time helps me a little bit of that. So I was like, the first half part of it, I was like concentrating on the music. But then I got this opportunity from Cuthbertberg, you know, they invited me to do this, and I'm like, sure.
Yeah, why not, right?
Why not, you know? So it really gave me like a huge motivation to really, I mean, the materials, the things are already there, you know, because I've been writing songs.
Right, that's good.
But it's just, and I've lead my band before to do some live gigs, but it's not just the scale, it's not that huge, because this is like professionally like recorded, and it's going to be mixed, it's going to be on camera. So very formal, you know. It's not just like, hey band, let's play.
Right, let's
And
just
then
jam.
yeah,
it's
and
not
then they
saying-
feel lively, audience like it, okay, bye. You know, it's not like that. It's almost like recording an album, but it's just a live gig,
Right.
you know, because it's the production part. So that really gave me a lot of motivation to kind of like wrap up the things that I have been accumulating for a while.
Yeah.
And to present it into like a nice production, you know. So yeah, I'm just grateful for that. Very grateful that I got this opportunity for me to really starting to do this, you know. I don't just sit at home and like, let me just do this, you know.
Right.
That's hard, you know. For musicians, that's hard. But like, it just, when opportunity comes, you're like, okay,
Yeah,
now
you're it sounds like you're ready anyways, right?
yeah, like you have a clearer picture of the execution part. Plus, you have the budget.
Right, yeah, that's always we don't think, like, people on the outside, they never think about that.
Yeah.
But there always is a budget to think about
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, so it's good, like, you know, like, I mean, the budget part is not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna earn a lot of money, so I'm gonna do this. It's
Right.
totally not like that. Like, if you think like that, it's gonna be hard to be a musician, because it's never, you know, this time you put in, it's always like, I will not say you're underpaid, but you know, we really put a lot of time just practicing,
Right.
prepping, not just recording it, you know. It's just really your lifestyle. So
Yeah, exactly.
so the budget part is really just like, at least I don't lose money doing this. You know what I
Yeah, yeah.
mean? Like, I can take this money to put it into actual work.
Yeah, and time too, you know,
Yeah.
in a way, because I'm pretty sure you just like I'm pretty sure almost all musicians who are actually good musicians
Mm-hmm.
and you know, real artists at what they do, that's all they want to think about. You don't want to deal with money or just like business or marketing. Like we were saying, like speaking of Instagram, look, it's already went weird on me. But I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, like I'm not.
Is it still live?
Yeah,
Oh.
I just have a timer on my Instagram because I'm the kind of person that if I go on it and
Yeah.
just scroll all day,
Got you.
so I have to
got you.
say a limit to the to myself.
Discipline.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't have enough discipline, so I need.
No, you have the discipline to set a timer.
Oh,
You
okay.
see?
Gotcha. Yeah, thank you. I feel so much better now.
Yeah.
But but yeah, it's like I'm also curious to know if you went through this mentally, like when everything shut down.
Mhm.
Did you? Well, I'm pretty sure you practice all the time, no matter what, right?
I tried to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but
I'm gonna admit, like, sometimes I don't feel like practicing.
okay.
It's not like I'm like super motivated every day.
Yeah.
No, I also have to push myself a lot to be like, this is what you need to do. Just do it.
that's part of your discipline, clearly, that you have.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
It really takes a lot of discipline too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I don't know how long you've been actually playing. Like, I don't know if I asked you this before, But you must have had that discipline for a while now. Then, if you want to get that as good as you are, you know, like it must be like there's no other way. I think.
Yeah, I've been playing. I actually switched to drum set when I was in high school. Like I started to play percussion.
Oh, okay.
Like in the school band.
Yeah.
It was never serious. It's just kind of like the after school band gathering fun thing that I like. But I always like music. But I'm also very good at my grades.
Okay.
So my parents were like, this is just for fun, you know?
Yeah, that's how it always is at first.
So
Yeah.
but like when I was in high school, I switched it to drum set because like I joined the school club, which is like you have your own band set up.
All right.
So I started a band, and I started to play drum set when I was in high school. Yeah.
So I'll come back to that because I kind of want to know about that. But was there any other profession that you think you would have done other than just in the music industry?
That is hard. Like, I never really thought about anything like that very, how can I say, very through it before. Like, you know, I never like just sit at home and be like, what else will I will be doing?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like that. But definitely, when I was about to graduate from college, musician was like, I wanted to be a musician, but I wasn't really sure how to.
Oh, okay.
And like, am I capable of, or like, what is musician being?
Right,
You know,
yeah.
because to be honest, I didn't grow up from a very musical family, you know. Nobody in my family is a musician. So I'm just kind of like thinking, like, I know like I want to do this, but just like really taking it as like a career and to have a plan for that part I wasn't sure during that time. But other than that, I don't know. What will I be? Maybe just, I don't know.
Maybe just a music teacher.
Not even teacher. I don't know. Maybe like working some company. To
like a secretary or I don't know, like
I don't know.
accountant.
Not,
Never.
Yeah, no.
Never, right? Yeah,
like,
never.
Ew.
No, thank you.
I can't.
Pass. But that's good. I mean, I guess we do have some things in common because none of my family members or have ever touched an instrument like that. Maybe only like the recorder in like second grade, like doo, 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 you know. But actually, somehow this is kind of a long story, so I won't say too much. But
Yeah.
somehow my grandmother back in like the 50s, she was like one of the biggest like club singers in New York City. And I guess like she would be offered like recording deals and all the time. But I guess she didn't want to live that life.
Oh, really?
So she never like got past like singing in the clubs.
Wow.
So yeah, maybe I do have some.
Did she have like a full-time job besides singing?
No, it never became her full-time job. Like she had her full-time job in the day.
So she had a full-time job.
Yeah. And then in the night she would go to like, sing in the clubs.
Yeah.
But she never pursued it like a career.
You see, because like I'm telling you, like being a musician, it's really a lifestyle.
Right.
It's
exactly.
It's not just like you can just do this and I mean I there's still a lot of people, they do have a full-time job and they play music very well too. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but.
Right.
So I have like mad respect for those people, like how do they have time to like do this and then do this,
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's also, when I first started in like this industry, that's one thing that you always ask yourself, like, how do you make money off of this stuff? Like, I just want to have fun and like do this forever. How do I not go homeless? You know,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm pretty sure your own family, like your parents, maybe for that same reason,
Yeah.
maybe told you not to.
They
do
were
this.
like, what, huh?
Right.
And like I also like didn't study music in my undergrad too.
Mm-hmm.
So they were
Yeah,
like,
same with me. That's crazy.
oh really?
Like how similar we are.
Yeah. So they were like, huh? Like,
Right.
huh? What do you mean? Huh? But they always knew that I really love music since I was a kid, you know. So yeah, I guess that they were worried, you know. They were like, okay, so if you want to be a musician, like, what you gonna do, you know?
Yep.
So that's the part that I really spent a lot of time figuring out too.
Yeah. I don't want to like make us look like we're better than you people, but I think we are like people that are in the path that we are. Like we're very like I guess brave for taking that risk because it's like nobody tells us how to do it.
Yeah.
We just got to figure it out, and then
Definitely.
probably gonna fall at one time or two.
Yeah,
And,
it definitely, looking back, like I have to look at the camera.
yeah,
It definitely wasn't easy.
right.
Wasn't easy at all. But I guess it wasn't easy, but it's also so obvious because you want to do it. So you automatically you will figure it out yourself, you know.
Yeah, I feel like everybody. I'm pretty sure you had it too, because I know by now. I went through this. That like, let's say just being a musician, it's like, it's like somebody that you like, but they don't like you back, and they just keep rejecting you. But you're like, you know what? So there's something about that makes me keep me coming back. You know, like I don't know what it is, but I want to keep coming back and trying again. And then that's kind of how I feel like it is all the time. And eventually, I mean, you tell me, did you already like get on the other side of that? Like, I'm already in this and there's no going out again. Like, you can tell me, oh, try this, try that. But I know in myself, like, I can't. That's not my life. This is my life. Music is life. You know?
I feel you. It's at least for now. I'm still doing it, you know. It's like there are hard times for sure, and it's I'll say it's not that predictable.
Right.
Because it's
to say.
But I feel like it works. It's the same for every freelancer, I guess.
Right.
Because if you're freelancing, that's you have to take your own gigs, you know. No company is gonna pay you, stuff like that. But at the same time, you have to make some sacrifices if you work in the company. That's why, I guess that's why we choose this lifestyle. And at least for now, I am doing not bad, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I like to think you are, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's many people like you that would like to be doing things, but maybe they just don't have like the hustler like you do. You know, because like you said, after you're done with school, it's like hustle just forever. Like, and then you don't even think about like how much time goes by. It's like every day you're doing the same, like just hustling. And but luckily, like that clearly is helping you out.
Yeah, I think one thing I would like to share is that people sometimes think that, oh wow, you're doing this, you're doing that, and then when they look at the things that you did, or you know, they might be like, oh, you've done a lot, but for me, it's like I think one mindset really helps me, especially during the COVID. It's like you just live your everyday life to this sounds like bullshit already, but it's so real, like, or like cliche, you know.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
if you do your everyday life like well, and then you know you at least you accomplish a little small things.
Yeah, that's a good way to put
And
it.
then and then cause like when they look at your resume or whatever things that you've done,
Mm-hmm.
they don't think about the timeline. It's probably 2 years, you know.
Right.
And they're like, oh, you done this, you done, but like no, I probably have like no gigs for like 2 weeks, you know. There's been
Right.
some period of that. I've been doing nothings but just practicing, but because I did my practice, that's why when I get a gig on the 3rd week, I get to play, and then
Right.
I might get some more gigs in the future, you know? So it's really like the everyday life. You have to do what you have to do. And it's hard because at first I'm also like, oh my God, like not doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
I don't want to practice. What do I practice for, you know? But you can't you can't just be that like expecting things to happen without doing your daily routine or like, you know. And I'm gonna be honest, like it's a lot of time in my life or everyday life, it's like super boring. Super boring.
Yeah.
Like all I do is practice, and like you just sit in your room with nobody else, nobody's there, and then you just like,
Right. Oh man.
it's like
That's,
super nerdy, you know.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I've been there.
But
So-
people only sees you when you like go out and play and be like, oh my God, you know. But no, that's probably, I don't know, not even half of the time of my life it's like that, you know.
Right. Yeah. We always prepare, like for a year, to only play for like 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're telling the people right now, if they didn't already know this, like it's a cliche for a reason. It's you know, it's corny, whatever you want to call it, but it's true.
It is true
definitely
because it's real life, you know. And I just want to encourage people to this mindset to see through things, you know,
Mhm.
especially we're in a time of social media, you
Right.
know. And then people might think that, oh, it's like glamorous, or like you're
Yeah.
always happy, or
Right.
like you got things to share, blah blah blah. Like that's, yeah, I might be posting, but I'm actually not feeling well at all
Yeah.
while I'm posting. But I won't be like, I'm really mad today, post. Like,
Right. Yeah. I don't
like,
think
what's-
anybody.
you know what I mean? That's just not how social media works. I mean, some people does that, but
Right. Right.
no offense, like that's their style. But you know, so it's like you really have to see through the things. And I believe, and just look at a lot of like amazing musicians here in New York. Every single person, they work super hard, no doubt.
Yeah. That's
No
true.
doubt. So
Yeah. This is I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm always like, oh wow, damn, like you're already so well already, and then you still work super hard. Like, damn, okay,
Yeah. How are you gonna stay good if you don't keep it up? You know?
yeah,
But this is what I tell almost everybody that does come here, and I talk to them, and then I'm able to see like all the similarities between us. And it's like, even though you're technically not from New York, you clearly got the New Yorker in you, because it's like, well, first of all, you already speak like a New Yorker, believe it or not. You're already definitely halfway there, and just your mentality is clearly like. I hate to say it. I hate to sound like, you know, if this is if this is like breaking news to you, then good thing I'm telling you this today. But if you want to survive and stay here in New York, you can't just like lay down and give up
yeah,
and say, I don't think I can do this, because then goodbye, go back to, you know,
Yeah.
Idaho or whatever.
yeah, yeah. It's
You know.
yeah. It's a city like people really move fast, and then sometimes you feel like you're being pushed, and I'm gonna be honest, like it's sometimes it's a lot of anxiety, I
Yeah.
guess, a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
because like when you're like, oh my god, everybody's moving, I should catch up, or
Right.
things like that, that's like the I guess downside of it. But it's really all about mindset, I guess, like how you take this and how you deal with it, and what you're comfortable with,
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there is something for everybody here, and you're gonna find, you're gonna find what you're comfortable with. Cause, I could ask you like, oh, go write a piano, centralized song for me, and it's like, maybe you can do it, but I'm not saying you can't. But let's be real, you're gonna be a lot more comfortable, and your confidence is gonna show more
Yeah.
if you write something around. Actually, let's move on from this like sad stuff. I want to ask you a little more,
Yeah.
I guess, happier things.
Happier things.
Yes. But for me, this is a happy topic. So when you do write like your compositions, I'm just curious. Do you always start out with some type of like drum pattern, or where do you go? Like, where do you go first?
For me, I always started with what I want to say.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Makes sense.
it just it feels more natural to me, because I was just talking this with other people the other days. Like, I think how everybody composes, the process is different, and for me, because like, oh no, Instagram
Yeah,
Live.
that's the Instagram. Oh man. Time out.
Stay with us.
Hold that thought.
Stay with us, Instagram people. We're
there.
still here.
We're still there. How'd that happen?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Just slid off. I don't know. All right. Maybe it wasn't. There you go. I don't know. That was weird. Okay.
Are there people like on there
Yeah,
now?
it's legit people. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did anybody say anything yet?
No, I think they're just waiting.
Oh.
Say something to us.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
You know, you guys, I always ask them to say things, write
Yeah.
in, give us suggestions.
Or just say hi to me too.
yeah, just wave.
This is like the first time I
Just wave back at everybody. See, I feel like such a grandfather.
Me
'Cause,
too.
Yeah. Like, what is
I put on my glasses to do this.
Right. Actually, I'm halfway there. I need one eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one eye is blind.
Oh.
But they gave me a contact, and it takes me like one whole hour to put it in.
Oh my god.
So I don't like, I'll be blind. I don't care.
Too much work.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry that happened. You were talking about your approach to how you
Oh,
write.
compose. Yes. Yeah. There's some people who can like write a song in like 10 minutes, and they
Right.
can just like boom, 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 chords. Let me hear this. Let me hear that. I want this, want that.
Right.
But this, I kind of wish I could be like that sometimes. Sometimes, like, cause for me, I need to spend a lot of time to try to figure out what exactly the sound is in my head.
Okay.
So I need to try a lot of different chords or stuff. But pretty much, I always start with like a clear emotion or clear feeling or like a theme for the song. And I kind of just hear the vibe and the sound of it. and then I go on the keyboard to search for it.
That's good. I heard in another one of your. By the way, this isn't an interview. We're just hanging out. This is why it's called the hang.
Yeah.
But I heard in another one of your interviews or whatever you call it, Q&A, that you don't really like. You're not the type of person to like sit down every day and try to do something.
Oh, actually,
Or am I wrong?
I am not, but I feel like I need to start doing that.
I think we're all supposed to.
Yeah,
do
because
that.
I'm very I am a person who, like, I might be pretty disciplined, but I don't like fixed schedule either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, sometimes I'll procrastinate forever and then finish it in like 10 minutes, you know? Like my schedule sometimes is crazy. Or like, you know, I would just
exactly
like
that.
feel bad in the morning, so I do nothing, but after I feel better, I stay up late for like for a long time. Sometimes it's like that, you know? So I just try to make things, I try to finish the things that I have to. And but definitely I wish I can do that more, just like really sitting down and then spend time on writing more. So
Well, I think I like to think that I'm like you, because I'll go throughout the day or throughout the week with an idea, and I won't like start putting it down until it's like marinated, you know, in my head, so that when I do sit down, it can all just like flow out. I don't have to like stop and think and like try something out. I mean, obviously, you know, things change as you go. But I mean, it is music, it is art. It's supposed to come from your like emotion, right? You know.
Yeah, so I guess it's a balance of that. Yeah, 'cause it's hard, 'cause like sometimes when you don't feel like doing anything, and if you just don't do it, then nothing will happen, you know. So I am constantly fighting myself against that too. Like I am not a person who always feel happy every single moment, and then just like, let me write some songs, you know.
Right, yeah, that's not how real people work.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, I think it's good that you think like that, because it shows that you actually are trying to improve as an artist, you know?
Yes.
You're not like, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm gonna stay good. You know, it's like, you know you can always get better, clearly.
Yeah. Oh, I never thought of that before, but now you put it like that, yeah.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, because I'm weird. Like, sometimes my friend will tell me, like, just take a break, and I'm like,
Wow.
what do I do? Like,
Right.
I mean, I am not like super productive all the time, you know, but I think it's my mind. It's sometimes it's a little hard for me to fully rest my mind, you know, because I'll just like constantly be thinking things.
Wen-Ting, we have so much in common, because that's exactly how I am every single day.
I feel like you're just copying me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I just want to make you feel good.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, that's crazy. Like, I feel better like hearing somebody else say that, because like I try to fill up my schedule so that my mind isn't like, yeah, it's going, but it's getting used for something, you know? And then when it's like late at night and time to go to bed, it's like still going. And that's when it's like, you have to go do something now. You're being unproductive. But in reality, it's like, no, it's time to go to bed. You know?
Yeah. I feel you. Like, there's a weird, it's sometimes when you think a lot, but you're actually not doing a lot of things.
Right.
And then you're also like, damn, why am I not doing anything? So I try to like that status of mine, it's a little annoying.
Yeah, it's a little. You wish you
Yeah.
could stop sometimes.
Yeah. So I try to, yeah, like you were saying, just try to. Sometimes I feel like it's like really trying to think of ways to deal with yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's probably
Just
right.
like
Yeah.
when saying this is happening again. So do something. You like control yourself or like do something to help yourself, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost like that. Yeah.
That's good. Like I said, I think it's a way of you telling yourself that you're trying to improve. Because maybe if you were happy, you'd be like, oh no, it's okay. Everything is how it's supposed to be. But yeah, we're always growing. So, yeah. I'm also curious. I've been asking everybody this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you are you a nighttime person?
Definitely.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, well, okay, let me ask you this. Do you think you were a night person before you started creating? Or do you think you started creating because you were a nighttime person? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mm, you mean the second one? It's you mean that I?
Like, because you stay up late at night,
Yeah.
is that why you started getting creative?
Oh.
You know? Or is it because you're creative, you like to stay up at night? It's like, did the
Oh.
chicken or the egg come first?
Oh. I guess it's the second one because I'm just more active at night. Yeah. It's always been like that. Like, not even just creating, like, just in
Oh, it's
general.
just,
yeah.
yes.
Like, me
Yeah.
in the morning is my chill time. I wake up and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
and I never like eating breakfast either. Like,
Yeah, same
even
here.
when I was a kid, like, I hate eating breakfast because like I know a lot of people are like have to have a really big
Right.
meal and then they're ready for a day. Yeah, I'm never like that. I don't know. Like I'm always like almost late to school and like just grab
That's
my
funny.
breakfast and like
Yeah.
okay, let's go. And then yeah, but it's just I guess it's starting from college because your schedule is more flexible, right? Because like
Yeah.
when you were in high school, you have to go to school. You have no choice. So I never thought of that before high school, I guess, because I have to wake up really
Yeah,
early to
every
go to
day,
school.
yeah.
Yeah, and I never thought about that too, because everybody needs to do that. But definitely starting from college, yeah, I'm always like, if I can, like, yeah, since I can arrange my own schedule, I'm always trying to do things after,
After 12.
yes, stuff like that.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm the same way. And I don't know when it started. I think, like you said, when I was little. And it's funny now that I think about it. Like you have me thinking of my childhood. And in Mexico, I lived in Mexico for a little bit. And then some, I don't know why it's not the same thing here.
Yeah.
But you can go to school in the afternoon.
Really?
Like, yeah, that's a
like in
choice.
Mexico?
Yeah. Like from first grade, you know?
Like you don't get punished if like
No,
you
yeah, that's the schedule. Like the morning
That's the schedule?
classes and then the afternoon classes.
Wait.
And I remember I used to go in the afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you go to the morning classes, you don't have to stay there till afternoon?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's the same thing, just, you know, first half, second
That's
half.
crazy because in Taiwan, you have to go to school from 8:30
Mhm.
till 4.
Everybody does that.
Like, yeah. Because,
Okay.
like, I know everybody does that.
Yeah.
And that's, like, everybody's schedule is the same. Because I know here school stops at 2, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but no, in Taiwan it's like 4. And if you're in junior high, or if you're in high school, sometimes it goes till 5.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the day and the class that you're in, but yeah, it's the whole day.
Is it because they teach you more things, or like why is it longer than here? Do you know?
I don't know, but we have breaks
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
between classes. I think middle school here they don't have break between. They just go
Like
from class to class,
yeah.
and like lunch and then stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So maybe that is the biggest difference.
But definitely we have longer school time. Still, you know, when you look at the schedule for a day.
Is that why you're probably smarter than us?
You know, I'm Asian, so just kidding. Stereotype.
So, yes.
I'm stereotyping. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I mean, I don't like. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, this is my team, so I'm always right. So I will admit that like American education system is so many problems. So I'm just trying to think, like, is that one of the problems that we like leave so early in the day?
So you did went to school in the States.
Yeah, I came back in like second grade. So I was in Mexico for a very young age, until like 8 years old.
Like elementary school and pre-K.
Yeah, exactly. But here, yeah, I went to school here, even though it was a little weird, because I didn't go to many public schools. I still know like the system.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, you never go like 4 o'clock. You know?
Right.
So that's why I'm just curious, like.
Yeah, I don't know, cause I never study here either.
Yeah.
So I mean, for elementary and high school stuff. So I don't know what's the difference. But
Did they include like sports and arts into the day?
yes,
Okay.
into the day, but to be honest, at least when I was growing up, arts are not that appreciated.
Oh, okay.
And music and sports,
Right.
always teacher like, oh, the math class is like, it's we haven't covered this lesson yet. We need this before the test is coming. So I'm gonna borrow this class from music class.
Wow.
What do you mean borrow the class from music class?
That's crazy.
So then we just don't go to music class. We just do math sometimes like that. Not regularly, but
Yeah. That still can happen.
it's common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Wow. Here. So this is my experience here. I don't want to. I'm not gonna say any names in case they get in trouble. But for me, I went to high school in Virginia.
Yeah.
And that state is very big in sports, especially football, like American football and basketball. So there would be times where my coach was also my math teacher. And he'd be like, all right, guys, just, like, he'd tell us, like, look at these pages on the book and figure it out with each other. And that's the whole class. And then he would focus on, like, doing his plays and his strategies. He'd make phone calls. So that goes to show you what we care more about,
Oh my God, that's totally the opposite.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I wish we paid more attention to math than sports. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but the one thing is like, I realized, because I teach after school programs like music and drums too.
Right.
I did realize like they have a lot here. I don't know other programs, but like at least the program I was in, it's like they have a lot of different activities and like things to teach.
Right.
And it's very, I like that concept. It's very related to our lives, our daily lives. And it's like they have like literacy, music, arts and crafts, fitness, stuff like that. And you're really learning a lot about like culture thing. And then it's not just books.
Yeah.
And then
that's good.
lecture or but in Taiwan it's different. Taiwan, you don't get to learn that many different things that's really related to your life and
Right.
culture wise. It's always like people, a lot of them, I'll say 80% of them go to after school. I mean cram school, like
Okay.
like you have to study what you've been studying
Right,
in the
more.
daytime. It's
Yeah.
just reinforcing it again.
Wow. Okay.
And you don't do arts and that much, not even
Yeah.
mentioned in the program like that, you know. You're always just books. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But hey, that's clearly why you belong here, because you're very like. I mean, I don't know how good you are at reading books and things like that, and doing math and remembering dates. But like people like you who need to like be who need to be creative. I don't know how else to say it. And like put your yeah, like your mind to work, especially drumming, because like I know for me, like it's very like therapeutic. You know, like it's after that it feels like a workout, you know, or like a, I don't want to say therapy session. I feel better, and I'm pretty sure for you it's like you're doing two things at the same time. You're being creative, and you're like exercising your body and like expressing with your body, which is like, it's almost like dancing. Speaking of dancing, they can't dance without you. Right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, playing drums is really, it's wow. There's too many things I could talk about. I don't know where to
Yeah, I
start.
figured. You can write a book.
Yeah, but definitely it requires a lot of focus, independence, and then, and I get what you mean, like, what is that word?
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic?
Yeah.
Because, like, you really have to learn about your body and then
Right.
try to balance it. Yeah, balance is really a good word. Not just
That
in
makes a lot of
drums,
sense.
like
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
Yeah, but drumming especially, because first of all, your posture has to be
Wow.
correct.
Yeah.
Speaking of posture, I have my really bad posture right
Yeah,
now.
I'm pretty
but
sure I have the worst. I'm like this the whole time.
yeah, but like it's just like your posture, so you can get your balance correct, so your body can move in a way that it's efficient and relaxed, and that also affects your sound too. So it's really a lot of things related, but
Right.
yeah, it really requires a lot of mentally and intellectually things combined together.
Yeah, yeah. It's I mean, I'm pretty sure all instruments you're using like so much of your brain that you usually don't. And like you're connecting parts of it that don't really talk to each other all the time.
Yes.
And I think that's the amazing part about, especially something like drums, where you have to use all four limbs.
Yes, it's interesting. Especially, I see that a lot when I'm teaching too. Because when you're teaching your students, you can see what is the part that they're struggling. And you can see which part they're missing, you know? So teaching is kind of like, oh. Because sometimes I'll say I this is why I play drums, because I'm like naturally rhythm. It's not that hard for me
Oh,
to
okay.
figure it out.
Right.
So it feels more natural to me. But when I have students who are not that good at rhythm, or you know, it just don't come naturally to them, I see their struggle. And it's interesting because sometimes when I practice, it goes by my mind like that, you know.
Right.
I'm just trying to do it, but I wasn't aware that I was trying to do it, you know.
Right, you just do it.
Because it's just in your head,
Yeah.
and then you just try to make it happen, and boom, you know. But for them, because I see it in front of me, and I'm like, oh, that's actually the process, you know.
Yeah.
And then me to observe that and be able to tell them what they can do to make themselves better. That's interesting. That makes me see clearly like what those things exactly are and how they can be executed in a better way. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when you started teaching, you started realizing things that like you knew you were doing, but you never stopped and thought about them until you explained them to somebody else.
Yes.
So you're like, how do I say this so that you understand and I like make sense?
Yeah,
You know,
like
'cause-
just reinforcing it, definitely, and a lot of things like, cause I just took some lessons too. Like me, I teach, but I also just took some lessons from great drummers, you know, and sometimes I realize the things that I teach my student, it's the same thing that those drummers trying to tell me, you know, it's the same thing. The core value, it's the same. It's just the details and the
right.
intensity of it, it's different. But you think about the logic and how it works is exactly the same thing. It's just maybe one it's like level 1 and one it's like level 25, you know, like the complexity of it. Yeah. So that's also interesting. That's what I realize these days too.
Yeah, that's why, you know, it only makes sense for everybody to teach. Even if you're not like a teacher officially, like as long as you're somebody, a friend or whatever,
Yeah.
you're like kind of exchanging information. It's going to help you kind of clarify things.
Definitely. Yeah, I've met a lot of great drummers. They don't consider themselves teacher either, you know. They're just so humble. And they're like, Wen-Ting, I'm just here to share, you know.
Right.
And I'm like, but you're a master, but you're a drum master. But they're like, I'm just here to share. I've just been doing this longer than you. That's it. And then I might know what you're experiencing, and then I might learn something from you too. So I'm like,
right. Some of them probably think like you're better than them, like at the same point, you know, like age wise, like. You
Probably
know what I
not.
mean? Obviously, you're never gonna. Of course, you're never gonna admit this, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just like impressed by like how those masters, how humble they are, and how their minds are still so open, you know.
Yeah, but I guess that's why they were able to become masters at what they do. Because once again, they're never like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
So this is good enough right here.
Yeah.
It's always like, there's always evolution.
I feel you. I feel you. Because, like, some of them are like, yeah, they're in, like, in their 70s, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I forget sometimes they're human beings too, you know? Because sometimes in my mind, I'm just talking to a master who is 70 years old, you know?
Right.
So, for me, he's like there and then that, you know. But for me to interact with him, hearing him saying things like, interacting with them, hearing him saying things like, yeah, I'm gonna go practice a little bit more, or like, I'm gonna transcribe this solo, or like, damn, I wish I could play better, you know?
Right.
Stuff
You're
like
like,
that.
how?
Yeah. And I'm just like, huh? Like, I forgot, you know, because it just don't match their image, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's
It's
funny.
just, imagine like,
Yeah.
you know, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know whether you understand. It's like,
No, definitely. I hear what
Right?
you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
and like hearing them saying like, damn, I wish I could play better. I'm like, you already play very well. What do you mean?
Yeah, how can you do that? Like, how can you play better?
Yeah, I don't know. They think of those things too, but obviously they do.
Yeah, that's cool. That's yeah. Once again, it kind of brings you back to like, yeah, they're people too. You know, they also have bad days. They also think, oh, I don't want to practice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So they really like inspire me, you know, because I'm like, wow. After doing this for 60 years, you know, they're
Right.
still having that
Still going at
mindset
it.
and staying active, and then I mean staying active not just physically, you know, like mentally, and then they have their struggles, of course, you know, because like aging is definitely another
Yeah, exactly.
topic. So I'm just inspired by them. And like, wow.
Yeah, that's good. You want to be around those kind of people.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you definitely do. I'm curious now, because I mean, I haven't heard all of your drumming history, but
Yeah.
like I feel like you've been evolving as far as like different styles that you pick up. Because I mean, obviously, just sticking to drumming, like the rhythms from like Asia are not the same as Africa or like Native America. But like I hear you like take them and put it on your own style. Like
Oh, interesting.
where does that like, or like, do you know? Are you aware of like how that came to be? Or is that just in you already? It's just born like.
What I'm curious, like, what do you hear? Like, what do you?
I mean, like, you just kind of do like a basic kind of swing beat. Let's just say, for example, and then all of a sudden, like, you pick up the tempo and the energy. It sounds like almost like African. Like maybe you just like you're sticking to the toms and like, you know, the rhythm is not like.
Jazz.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
not like traditional jazz or anything like that, you know. And then like you'll go back to what you're doing, and it's like that's nice to like get taken for that brief moment to like. I mean, that's how I visualize it.
Interesting. Wow, it's really. Wow, I'm glad that like because you're really like checking my play. Like I feel a little honored now. Like, oh, thanks.
That's what I do, you know.
And then you kind of like, yeah, and then you're curious about how that come together too. I guess I would say it's half and half. Like it requires a lot of understanding of the rhythm. Yeah.
Right.
I was about to say studying, but not really. It's really understanding the rhythm.
Okay.
But like how you can understand those rhythm, it's like it's you study them. But you study them, it's not like let me just
Yeah,
you
it's
know
not the
study.
same.
Yeah, it's really to learn the culture. Yeah, culture
there
is
you
so
go.
important. Like you have to learn those things in context. Yeah, it's not
Nice.
just this is this, that's that,
Right.
this is this. I mean, of course, at first the way you grasp it might be like that, but then after a while you will find the common things that all connects and then how they make sense, you know?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then when you keep doing that more and more, and then you get the sound, and then you just kind of try to know yourself a little better too. This is me knowing myself. This is my process. But this is, you know, like this is how I feel, you know. So like to really feel what I'm feeling, and then utilize the things that I like, and then just put it all together. So it's that's why I say half and half.
Right.
So half of it feels really natural because this is what I want to do, but it requires a lot of understanding and depth too, of
Right.
like how deep you know this thing, because they are not just this.
Right.
They're like it has a reason, like how this evolved, and then how people invent this, and what they were feeling when they were doing this.
Yeah.
How did those things came from, you know? That is really the most important part. So then you put in a context of real life, you know,
Right.
and then you try to live your life too, to just make those things.
Everybody
happen.
listening, rewind this like 5 minutes, because what she just said is like, it's like how do you not like take that with you in every day, like, you know, like holy shit.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know how to say it. It makes a lot of sense. But like anything that you're good at, I mean, this is how I see it. Anything you're good at, is a mix of, like you said, both understanding where it comes from and also just like having the feeling already in you. But like I feel like that can only come out if you already have like an understanding of it in your subconscious in a way.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's different levels of that. You can know the surface of where that came from, or you can know, like, as deep as you can. I think the deepest you can know is like you actually experience it yourself. So I like how you said that, because you could tell anybody, oh yeah, go study, Cuban music, and come make some songs for me. But if you like you said, if all you do is just read, and like you don't put yourself in the culture and like in the everyday life to see why it sounds like that, and it's like where what's the word, like kind of putting yourself in their minds. If you can't put yourself in the actual situation, at least in their minds, in their shoes, and like, how do I, because I try to do this, like I know I will never be able to exactly recreate that, but like to the best of my abilities. And then, it's up to you to judge.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like, and it's just, if you just think about the process of knowing who you are, it's kind of the same too,
Right. There you go.
Because, like,
it's a big one.
Yeah, because like if I don't do this, trying to feel myself, trying to figure out like.
You're right. Yeah, but that's your own thing, like you said. That's how you function.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It's gonna be hard to put it together or express, because you don't know,
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow, I feel like I did say something too.
Yeah,
like,
you said it.
Good job.
Yeah. This is, I mean, I feel like I lost track of time by now. Like this is actually a pretty good like ending topic, I think, because how can we get better conversation than this,
Right.
Like I don't know where to go from this. Everything else is like just like what do you call it, sprinkles on the ice cream. I don't know what you guys like to eat, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything else to ruin this, because this was really good, to be honest.
We can talk a little more about my concert.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That's what I'm trying to think in my mind. Like we never even talked about like what you have going on this week.
Yes, today's Sunday, so yes, virtual concert coming out, really high definition video, mixed professionally audio quality virtual concert coming out next Friday. But we're doing a Zoom watch party on March 18th, 7 p.m. EST. And then if you buy the ticket, you're going to get a Zoom link. And then you're going to be watching the concert with me live. And I'll be talking about the stories, specifically, detailedly, about the music behind this, the stories behind the music, and some of my personal experience just living here as a Taiwanese female drummer, coming all the way from Taiwan,
Yeah, so that's why I'm really glad this happened, because first of all, like that, the fact that you're back, like thank God, that's the thing. I mean, I know you love to spend time with your family and back home, but we love you here too. Like stay here.
Thanks.
And yeah, and like we've known each other for some time now. I mean, I guess it's been like the same amount of time you've been at Queens, I think. Because I don't remember when I got there, but I think so. I think around the same time. And it's like it's about time that this conversation with that. 'Cause like how much we got out of it. It's like
Yeah.
it was really cool for me, and
It's fun.
yeah, and I definitely like wanna support the people that need to be supported, because like you said, putting on a concert, a EP, just one song, it's not like you don't just pick up the phone and it happens. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that you guys never see.
It's a lot of post production
Right.
work, promotion work, stuff like that. But it's always about the music.
Right.
The reason why
the
I'm
end of the
doing
day.
this, it's really the music. It's great, and I just want to share the music with you guys. So, March 18th.
March 18th, go watch the top 5 drummer in David V's list.
Thank you.
Um,
And follow me on social media too.
I'll put the link. You have Instagram.
Yeah,
And-
Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use. I'll try to be active on it and like post the stuff that I'm doing.
You have
and
a YouTube, by the way, or
YouTube too.
Okay.
Yeah, I have YouTube channel. So Instagram, it's Wen-Ting WenTingAting. Wen-Ting.
yeah, that's creative. That's pretty creative.
Yes, and Facebook, if you type in Wen-Ting Wu, you'll find me. And YouTube, also Wen-Ting Wu, you'll find me.
Definitely. I don't know what else to say, because like I said, I feel like the best things have already been said, and anything I say from this point on is just sprinkles on the top. But yeah, thanks everybody for listening. I'm sorry for that. For that, everybody watching on Instagram Live, you saw a little bit of the rug for like a minute. So in case you're wondering what that is, that's what that is. But thank you very much, Wen-Ting.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. I'll see you on Thursday.
Yes,
Okay.
Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday, 7 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Remember, everybody, get your tickets. The link will be down there. And thank you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
So, what you guys think of that? Wasn't that a great ass conversation? If you don't agree with me, you're not welcome back. Of course, I'm joking. You guys know I'm joking. Like I said, this was yeah. I wish I could do this all the time, but unfortunately, Wen-Ting has to go practice and go write some new stuff for us to listen to. And definitely go check her out this Thursday. And if you can't, you could check her out for the rest of the month. So go click on those links, and if you just by the way, if you didn't guess it, that is her on the drums that you heard. But yeah, go check out the rest of her work. I'm excited to hear. I really haven't heard what's coming up in this later this week's virtual concert, or whatever you guys call it. And yeah, you guys heard how much I try to nerd out as far as like trying to get in her head and see where her creativeness comes from and all that. And then it's just if you guys are interested, I definitely am. And I know there's other guys out there too, guys and gals. I do have one more shout out, by the way, before I forget. It is for Hook Kickboxing, in case you guys don't know yet, over in Fresh Meadows and Glendale. They got 2 locations. One in Alice Park Mall, one in Union Turnpike. Go check them out. Always get your first class for free if you want to go try it out. Let me know David V sent you, cause you want to get in shape, and you want to get a free pair of gloves, and you want you just wanna learn how to hit some shit without hurting anybody else. I don't know. Maybe if you want to do it professionally, maybe maybe it's a good place for you to start. By the way, they do have kids classes, and those are clearly popular, from what I see. Anything else I have to say about hook kickboxing? Oh yeah, how you gonna learn about it? Go to I'mSoHooked.com, or you could go on Instagram hooked_queens, and yeah, check that out. If you want to get your summer body before the summer gets here. Anything else that I'm forgetting before I start to ramble on? I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry, guys. It's actually kind of late right now, and I should probably hit the hay. But definitely remember the links that I'm putting out, that I'm putting in the show notes or info, whatever you wish to call it. Yeah, go check them out. Go check out the Instagrams. Go check out the Facebooks, the YouTubes. And yeah, clearly I'm getting clearly sleepy. But yeah, thanks guys for sticking in there. Once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. It was really nice. Yeah, it's really nice seeing Wen-Ting once again after it feels like years, even though it's probably a year and a half, which is still a long time. I don't know about you. I used to see these people like almost every day, or at least once a week, and just out of nowhere, just shit stopped and stay in your crib, and that's it. So it was really nice to start seeing people again, and hopefully we get to do more of this, and hopefully eventually we do this in person. No, not hopefully. We are gonna do this in person eventually. It's just a matter of when, I guess it's not really up to me. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. As usual, towards the end. Other than, yeah, go check us out. Come back, please share. I think that's really what I'm asking from you guys, is to just help us grow, help us share. It's only gonna help everybody. This isn't about me, even though my name is on the my name is on the name of the podcast, but that's just to let you know what's who's doing the talking. And yeah, just help us grow, please, by sharing this with everybody else. And if you know any people that you think would be great for this podcast, any good additions, any suggestions, remember. Oh man, you hear the sleepiness now. I can't believe it. Yeah, but go check it out. I don't know. I would say this once again for the third time. I don't know what else to say. So officially, peace out. Remember to keep your mind in the right place. Oh, Jesus, that's terrible. All right, bye everybody. Thanks. Good night.